man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. You know that I don't have to be.
Okay, so I could edit whatever it is. Start.
Yeah, no, not low edit. Shit, Kadipal.
What do you feel like I am, I mean, you thought it was easier. It's easier said than done, bro.
Fuck, yeah, nah, it is.
No, but the point that we're trying to make now is that we're now start. We'll start. Comfortable.
No,
You look so fucking uncomfortable, dog. What's our food? No, I don't need to. The point, I'll look at the phone when I actually need quits. So why is it decorum? No. I can rabu and we have the conversation. So as natural as it seems to be, it should look like we're trying to tell this person, whoever it is on the other end, something.
You're not Lashaba anyway, Joe. I get it. Look, I get the main thing I'm not trying. I don't know. But what if the thing is, waiting on
not supposed to look unnatural.
Yeah.
But
it's podcast. We're born, I don't need skills the camera at all.
I do.
That's one of the things. Well, look, now, okay, the first thing, can say it again. The first thing, the business. I got a fella, the business, our year in trading.
What's the name of the podcast?
I get to it.
The Loft.
The Loft. Yeah. Nah, I think you can do better.
It sounds very common.
Yeah. Look, if we're not gonna be here forever, so
this is what I'll say, because we're actually going to post this initial part. Okay. So guys, this is the conception of the idea, not only the conception, but the idea that we are bringing to life, a vision that we've had that's been spanning over a period of time. So the conversations that we're basically having right now in front of the camera mostly have to do with the fact that we are trying to incorporate the idea and make it something that's actually package worthy, to have conversations that are going to impact the businesses and certain aspects of social lives that people are having. So we would.
Yeah.
We would. Get a robe.
Look,
okay,
hey,
take two.
Yeah, so in simple terms, hey, look, the idea of this podcast is just to help us to grow the business. Mm-hmm. So we've been running our cleaning business for a year. So there's Resi Clean. We've been running it, in Nzarezama. Like we've been trying to be like every day in Nzarezama. So we want to take it forward. We want to literally one of the best cleaning companies, Mojoburg. And we need your help on the Otus. We just need you to call us to clean your couch. So we're not trying to be podcast. We're not trying to be number one. We don't arabati plaque, but it'd be nice I got to that 100 subscriber plaque. But we just want to come clean your couch. So that's all that the purpose of this podcast for. And then once in a while throw in Tlabua Tapole, as always, to entertain you. So the customer guys can come clean couch around. No. The Tlabua Tapole nyana on the qual. But that's how we want to do this, and then we'll you guys take us on a journey. Mm-hmm. So we've been trading for a year, and
okay, but I guess you've oversimplified it to some degree. Yeah. Okay, I think that in a nutshell, that is basically what the idea behind the show is going to be. So it's going to be a gradual growth. Like I said, we're already, they've already mentioned now that we're already a year into the actual business. Okay, and we've had extreme points of growth. We've reached good points and good plateaus in which we were actually seeing where the business is going, and we've had multiple slumps. So the idea behind the podcast is to give you a gradual look into the growth of the business, hopefully trying to get you to a point on the other end to see perhaps where your business might be lacking, okay, and maybe take a look at how you can further develop your own. It's also intended to build an actual network. You know what I'm saying? We have seen the various platforms. We have heard the multiple conversations. You know, you actually take a lot of time to listen to the media. And, you know, generally what we've come to realize is that there is an actual need for people to actually sit here and actually speak with people and try and give them an insight into how they do, what drives them to do it, because we always require that little bit of information that we do not see. It's like being in a chess game.
Yeah.
It's not all the time where you're going to be in a chess game and you're going to see the moves that you want to do. Sometimes it takes somebody from the outside to say, actually, hey, listen, if you had moved the pawn 2 spaces forward, you would have allowed, you know, more room for your castle to move around. And that is the actual idea behind the podcast. So what we will do is that we will continue taking a few of the videos. This is our first, so the chemistry, like Tebogo and I have been best friends for at least more than a decade and a half. So we know how to interact with each other. Our friendship, our business relationship is not something that grows now. So we're comfortable with each other. And as people, we're different. You know, it's just going to be one of those requirements where we're going to need to actually sit in front of a camera, actually gain that chemistry in front of a camera, and actually get used to the fact that we want to speak with whoever's listening on the other end. And hopefully the interaction for you is not only insightful, but to some degree it gives you a level of enjoyment. I mean, this is content. We live in the age of content. I think you might need to switch that off quickly. Yeah, we do live in the age of content. The show, again, like I said, will be gradual, the same way as the projection of our actual operations as far as our business is concerned. We do have multiple ideas that we're still playing around with, but I think the general idea right now in South Africa's economy is the fact that what we want to do as general people is that we want to create a level where we have multiple streams of income, and we want to incorporate that into content that is going to be useful for you, and not only useful but to some degree entertaining. We will on occasion have a few people on the show. We'll have actual discussions with prominent people in the different aspects of their businesses, the different industries. I don't know, is there anything that you'd like to add?
No, with everything, yes. So relay everything. So yeah, like going forward, like gradually it will be, so the main focus will be the cleaning business of one. And then we have a couple of ideas, and then that's where you guys come in actually. So you literally guys are customers. So we're not looking at you guys as listeners only, but you guys are customers. So, and then so like we realize, as much as we don't like being in front of the camera, but we live in a world where people want to know who they're buying from. So if you invite us to come watch your cultures, you know us, you know where we stay, we know how we think, you know what we believe in. You literally know the business. So if you say, guy, come clean the couches, come wash my carpets, you actually know who you invited. Because we tried go Instagram and posting few pictures, we've tried TikTok, but yeah, TikTok and less span. We forget to shoot. Yeah, we forget to shoot. We're like, fuck, we clean the couches now, and then we're like, in the next job. So it's pointless. So this is why we're like, okay, let's get people to know us, create a following, and then you guys will see as the channel grows, and then we'll get people, and then you'll literally see how to grow a cleaning business. So for my idea, it's how we'll take you guys on a journey of how we can create a cleaning business. So me and Musu have daily jobs. So we're doing this, like I believe this is passive income for us, but it's more than that. It's not something, it's hustle. We are hustling, but this is not a side hustle. This is something, hopefully, not hopefully, that will be our bread and butter.
The aim is actual growth. And to add on to what you were saying, we realize that where we're sitting right now, it's not a conversation that we're having merely with just customers, but also suppliers. We know that a lot of you actually have you have these dreams that you're trying to pursue. You're actually looking at different avenues in which you can, multiply your income. And you know what? This is your platform too. What we're saying is that have the conversation with us. Yeah. Have that, challenges, that matrix for success that you have actually enjoyed over a period of time. And what we're hoping is that at the end of the day, okay, this is going to create a network. And already I've seen multiple networks that have actually developed. I think one of the best ideas was the chillers market, if I can remember properly. Yeah. The chillers market, you look at things like that, and what most people don't realize is that there's actually room for everyone. South Africa's economy might be struggling right now, but we understand big business is not going to survive in South Africa if there's no purchasing power. And as far as I can remember, I'm still seeing companies buy into the South African market. I'm still seeing people spend money on this because there is an actual level of purchase capacity within the South African economy. And what we're doing is that we want to find our place in that puzzle, and we want to operate at the highest level as possible. Yeah. And we're not the masters of everything. We know that we are going to need some certain pointers here and there from those who know. Again, hopefully we're looking at this as a trajectory from which we're able to find mentorship. We're not only mentorship is going to be what comes from it, but actual allies within the business environment. And I think, going forward, content will be provided on a regular basis. We're looking perhaps at, again, I'll reiterate what I said, having actual people who know what they're talking about, people with experience, those who've actually done it in certain, industries and are continuing to grow at a good rate, at a progressive rate rather.
Yeah. No, it will be like that. So what we'll also do, we'll have people from businesses, past experiences, just like Musi saying, what we'll do is we also need help. Running a business is not easy, and because you can have a product, you can have customers, but now there's so lot that go into business: accounting, paying people, managing cash flow.
HR, bro. HR. That by far has been one of our biggest challenges.
Yeah.
I think we've had the dynamics between business and its employees is a very tricky one. We navigate it in such a way that it does not replicate the industries that we're working in. And I think if the industries that we're working in are performing at the highest level, these companies that we work for are performing at the highest level, then we know that there is something that we need to emulate. But I mean, you look at you have he's qualified in whatever he's qualified in. I'm qualified. I know you did economics. Okay, I can't be revealing all your information in front of people like
get
that.
Your point. Like if you go to LinkedIn, you can see one. Yeah, you can go to LinkedIn, you can see what we qualified. So we're not about to buy a house.
No, it really doesn't matter much what I've done. It's
what you're going to do.
Basically what I'm aiming to achieve with what I'm currently doing. And I mean, if what I had studied had actually been, beneficial to me, I wouldn't be sitting here trying to make a podcast to discuss how to get passive income. Clearly, I've been failed by the system.
No, yeah, that would be a nice topic because all of us are graduates. I never thought, yes, there was, but Nyana said, nah.
I thought as soon as I graduate, I'm going to be roaming around in my BMW M4. I'll be chilling, sipping cocktails.
Well, ambassador is somewhere.
Dude, I'm still South African bound. It hasn't really done much for me.
Oh, she has a passport.
I have a passport, man. I have a passport. But the point that I'm making is that we were fed a dream that required us to be complacent with certain systems that we did not okay. At this point, we're living in systems that have been developed by people who are not even there anymore. Yeah. And we're sitting here, and these are the downsides of the entire thing. We're struggling, we're pushing CVs, and clearly we can see that is not working. We practically living within, we living hand to mouth, and this is the general consensus of people. I know what Instagram always makes it seem like everybody's hyper successful. People are struggling. You have people roaming around in Mercedes, and they had bread and skambelele for breakfast.
I know people always say, Joe, like, to help unemployment, start a fucking business. Yes. But that's true. Like, there's nothing. Like, if I know there's no plan out there, you're sending CVs, try to do something for yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's what we started doing. Like, this cleaning business started so basic. Mm-hmm. So in the complex that we're staying in.
I think I think what I'd like us to do, right, is that for this first episode, okay, I think, because I want it to remain as natural as possible.
That's natural.
And I'm hoping that we can get the most amount of interaction as possible. So basically, we're shooting this at a loft, right? This is a loft in one of the buildings here, actually, Tebogo's residential, place of residence. And what we're doing is we're actually thinking of creating a name for this podcast. I don't know if we're going to refine it and say that it's a podcast alone, or whether this is something that is going to shapeshift over time, But for this first episode, what we would do is, like, from your end, we would actually like the level of interaction that allows you to actually say, hey, fine, I'd like to be part of this naming process. We want you to be part of the community.
Yeah.
So you can come up with an idea, you can give us a name. We're going to be sending out a few links to some of our friends, our families, and if you come across this and this is something that is actually interesting for you, we're saying, open up to us, let's interact. We know we're young, and this is not just for young people alone. We have so many other people sitting on whatever end that they're sitting in, and they really actually want to give actual input over, hey, listen, I started my business, it's behaving very successful. I have around 50 employees who, I'm assisting with, with something to do, because in the end, that is what South Africa needs. There's been too much time where we've actually spent, so much effort and energy trying to change a regime that we see is actually a stalwart to some degree, as far as the movement of the country. So what we're saying is that instead of depending on what this government and whatever institutions have made promises to us, we are going to actually shift our focuses into creating entrepreneurship that's going to be beneficial to the general GDP of South Africa, because we really need it. Petrol prices are scoring, or electricity is out of the roof, and what we're doing is we're sitting here with at least a chunk of millions of people who are trying to actually get a piece of this pie. And imagine. When you're taking a voice note and then you realize that it's not recording, now you have to laugh from scratch. But yeah, so guys, we really do hope that you're willing to join us in this journey. Again, we're not content strong. This is something that is going to be progressive as far as development is concerned. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it as interactive as possible. And, your input from your end is going to be required a lot. I mean, in fact, this is something, we're using this basically as a marketing tool for our business and all the other ideas that we're going to develop over time. And they can only be refined rather by a level of input by the people who are actually consuming the content. So by all means, if this is your first time, okay, it's obviously going to be your first time on the channel, please do subscribe. hit the bell so that you get notifications every time we post one of our videos. What we'll do is that we will continue posting actual fresh and new, or rather different perspective into what we already know, and try to create engagement over that so that we can grow certain ideas and make them actually user-friendly, operational, easy to reach and easy to access over a period of time.
So basically, so that's it. And then for our channel what we'll also be doing is, if you want to learn how to start a cleaning business, which is one of the easiest, like you'll be shocked how many people we meet up with and then they don't know a single cleaning company. And it's something you need. Your couches need to be cleaned twice a year. If you have kids, maybe 3 times. Your bed needs to be cleaned twice a year. Your carpets needs to be cleaned 3 times a year or something.
Your car needs to be valet.
Well, you know people were owning like cars for like over 10 years. And they valet the only when they sell it. That's when they take it for valet. That's the
last time the car was deep clean.
Yeah,
it is something that people might want to start looking into. What it does is that it does, of course, the integrity of the car's cleanliness is compromised over a period of time, and of course, people always say, hey, I would like to valet my car, but nobody actually ever does it because of how seemingly inaccessible it is. It's easier to access a car wash than it is to actually go through the point of going and having your engine bay cleaned, your boot cleaned, your rims removed, and an actual deep cleaning taking place on your car, so that you get the same feeling you had in it when you bought the car initially.
So that's it. So it get battling, and also our interaction with you guys won't be only like this way. So because like the main idea is for you guys to call us to watch your couches, and then while we're watching your couches, like we're not only asking for advice from people that have run successful businesses. Like sometimes someone that has never opened a business, like experiences a life, like someone can teach you about something, because the nature of our business is labor intensive. So a lot of the work, the equipment get like 10%. A lot of the work you're going to be work with people, and just that emotional intelligence, having that emotional intelligence, cash flow. And some people that do run companies, you're a manager somewhere, you're managing a team of 10, then you can offer advice like, hey, this is how I'm running my team. This is what you guys can incorporate into your business. This is what I've learned. Relationships. And also Lona, there's a new thing for Lona as friends. It's easy, like as friends, but once with Kinya company, because we actually manage differently. That's fun at all.
At all.
So it's one of the challenges. Like we manage things completely different. And then when you're starting a business with someone, we try to think like, shit, who's gonna take care of HR? Who's gonna take care of this? Who's going to take care of operations and what? So we try to do everything, duplicate everything, and not so that's where. So our interaction won't be through the screen. So when you're there to watch your couches, we can do 10 minutes, and then you can, hey, it's either you guys want to record it, or you can, hey, on side note, fella, guys, this is what I think. And that's how we actually want it. We actually want you guys to be here with us shooting, fellow. You can be on the Udule Motok, and then that's how we want you guys, fellow.
Have a voice.
It's not going to be only us. You can have a voice, whatever you're doing, also learn. And then all the young people will know, like, we're tired of asking for increases, guys. Like, they'll never give you
KPI, chief, KPI.
Key points.
No. That's, listen, if you work anywhere with a KPI, then you know how you have to sweat to the bone just for you to get income that you passively believe believe you deserve. And we don't know, there's so many, as somebody working in the private sector, I will definitely say that there is, the fact that you need to lay your entire life on the board, just for a level of input that allows you to meet the KPI. You will know as a person who's experienced that a single income is not enough. You need
especially
time. Exactly. You need, as a person, to be in a position where you can actually live the life that you're working to live for. That sounds great, bro.
Really?
I forgot what I said. I'll hear it. But it sounds amazing, man. But people will know that this is a place where we're not only going to create, like I said earlier, a platform in which our business is going to be center stage, or or the body of this wonderful essay that we call living. But it's also going to be a place in which can serve as a platform for everybody else to be heard. Because guys, we're sitting here with these brilliant minds. You sitting there at the end of the camera are actually sitting and going, hey, these people actually need to know about this and this and that. Or these people need to do this and this and that for them to grow their business. There are channels that we would like to exhaust as young people and milk them dry for everything that we can take, just so that we can be in a position where we can have people employed, that we can be the difference that we want to see. And we're saying that we've created this platform so that everybody who's listening can actually engage with us, and we can grow as a community of people. So again, I will say, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so that you can hear more from us. You're always abreast with what we've released. And for me, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So everything Musi said, and then think how do you put in the comments? How do they contact us for these services now?
Okay. So what we will do is that we'll put a link. Okay. Most of the people who are going to see the first episode are going to be people that we know. But what we'll do is that we're going to generate a link that we're going to put in the bio. We will keep it all the time. Not only the links, we'll have an email address where you can book us for some work. We have an email. We have basically everything that allows us to service you and to be able to contact us for these services that we're rendering. But by all means, leave your comments in the section. Let's engage. Tell us what you would like to see from the podcast on its own. It does serve as a great platform for marketing, not only for us, but for everybody who we're going to interact with. And share. Let's go.
No, that's it. So call us. So basically, our cleaning services are cleaning, couch cleaning, beds, valets. And ideally, because we work mostly 9 to 5 during the week, so the weekends will be flexible. We'll come to you. But if you need cleaning during the week, we can make it happen. We will make it happen.
After hours, within the vicinity of our operations, if you're actually keen on finding out where it is that we operate, at what times do we operate, again, we will also leave that in the bio for you. Okay?
So we're based in Randburg, and then so we try to Pretoria.
One of actually, I don't know, can we say this? One of our biggest customers is 012. Like, they are one of our best clients. We do their couches. It was formerly known as Coffee. Amazing place in Brooklyn. Check it out. The owner is a good guy. The team that he works with, these are amazing people. You're able to have an experience. I'm sure they have an Instagram that you can actually take note of their services on.
We'll see how we put it on.
Also
so it's a very nice place. So that's what we do. So basically, we're based in Randburg, and then I think we can stretch as saying 40 to 45Ks maximum. So if you're enjoying this outside of Gauteng, unfortunately, this will be the only interaction with you. But here in Joburg PTA, but I don't think Val, if the money is good, because also there's transportation that we have to consider. So traveling to a certain place back and forth, you can't call us for, let's say, one couch, which is like 250 or local Val. It doesn't make sense. So what we can do, we can find you people there. If you can't find them yourself, you can try to find people there that will clean thing, because also that's one of the things we've done things where we take an Uber to go do a client's job, and we made $50 after the expenses for the day.
Exactly.
Wow. And
so again, these are certain aspects of a business that maybe perhaps you from your end, might want to actually take a look at. The trade-off between actually doing a job, because there are, if you consider, there are jobs that we have done that took so much from our end to supply at a provision perspective, but the clawback was great enough for us to keep going as far as the amount of networks that we build in the different areas. So
very true.
that is something that you might need to also consider from your end. Again, guys, we're not experts. We are regular people having a regular human experience and trying to grow in business and trying to grow within the spectrum of a society that we've actually found ourselves in. So by all means, again, I can't emphasize this enough. It is very important. Share this, like, subscribe, comment, let's interact.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's it. I guess I don't have anything more to say, but just call us to come clean. So if we're doing this because we want to clean more couches than we actually do this from my end. Well, like if we do 5 recordings a day, then I want to be out cleaning. Yes. So we do this for you guys, so you guys can know us basically. So when you say like, fuck, I need someone to come clean my bed, because security is an issue. So you want someone that you know, if you've left a tagger that you don't know 3 months ago, you'll be like, hey, Joe. It's a key.
Safety.
The safety. So safety is a big thing, especially when you go into people's homes, because you need to know which energies you're allowing in. Because we're not selling your product, we're literally selling ourselves. So you're not only buying like these guys are gonna come clean. We're literally buying us to come be in your space for 2 to 3 hours, and then you're gonna be out. And then it's gonna be repetitive business, because we're gonna be looking at certain things where you can tell us, guys, I actually need a service 3 months, and then we can tell you like, okay, for 3 months this is how much you pay. You just tell us to come. You can come up front, who hasn't. My cleaning is set. We do beds. If you're a family or you do your kids' bed, everything we clean, and then there's a subscription services, but it's something that we have to look into, and then that's one of the ways we'll scale our business. That's where we need all the help that we can get. If in the cleaning industry, we can get soaps cheaper, we can get anything cheaper, we can get machines cheaper, you let us know. That's the interaction that we want, actually. How about discuss on Twitter, what's happening? We just want to discuss mainly how do you grow a business, and you guys give us feedback, how we can engage with you guys. That's what we need from you guys. How do you guys grow a business? If you want to grow your business for him, literally duplicate what we're doing. So if you say, guys, based in Bloemfontein, whatever, want to do the cleaning business, we will tell you like, this is how we're doing,
how to set it up.
Anything other? Yes, we'll touch
training. We can include some level of training for it. So basically, guys, we know that you're sitting there. You, Tanya from HR, know that Noma Timber from accounts has been trying to get a couch cleaned ever since her cousin's daughter puked on it.
Yeah, even like officing, like you just ask, be like, when was the last time? Just you can sneeze. If about Jala have. Just be like, guys, if you're back in the office,
is on.
Yeah, just be like, guys, my son has started the West ever since I've been back at the office. Yeah, can you guys, I can't see there's a spot there. Like, okay, I can't be just a company.
I remember there's a company that I used to work for, right? And while we were there were so many cubicles that people were working in, and the drywalling was laced with cotton. It was like a fabric similar to it was not cashmere. There's this other fabric that similar to the one of the couch, basically. It was practically exactly the same thing. It was lined with that, and everybody was always scratching all the time because there was apparently lice in the office.
Fuck.
There was lice in the office. There was a time when they asked us to spend 2 weeks away from this office, and you know what? These are things that we are actually solving. Okay. So if you know of anybody, if you are eager to make use of our services, please just kindly use the details in the bio for contacting, and we will definitely avail ourselves. If we're not in the area, again, we will look for somebody who's in the area for you. We have built the network outside of the one that we operate in, and we should be able to send somebody through to you to come and assist.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so guys, the first episode, I feel like it was good enough. I think let's put it raw.
Yeah, like this is gonna be I'm not editing anything. That's how it's going to be.
And again, they will see the gradual progression of the channel itself. You know, the certain.
There will be structure. Yes. So the first few there won't be any structure, and then as we go forward, there'll be literally. So we're not gonna keep you for like 2 hours and then because we need you to when we work and then to do this. So we need. That's it.
So guys, again, please do join us. We're going to release another video probably next week. We will leave details, and what we'll do is we'll keep on editing our bios with the next upcoming episodes. But you can remain abreast with the developments of the actual podcast on its own. Again, guys, please, we can't emphasize this enough. Kindly do give us your feedback. We really want to hear from you. We really want this community to grow, and we really do want to help you have a clean couch. How dirty it gets sometimes. And not only that, please guys, this is a platform for everybody. Let the interaction go.
Yeah, cool.
Bye guys.
Sweet. Oh,